my name is Kai, and today we'll be downing the Protectors of the Endless, the first boss in Terrace of Endless Spring. There are multiple orders to do this boss in, and we'll be doing 10-man elite mode for the best loot. The Protectors are 3 Jinnu, Regail, Asani, and Koalan. They each have their own abilities and gain abilities as their fellows die. For the elite loots, you must kill Koalan last. We start the fight on Regail. He'll spam lightning bolts on the raid, as many of these as possible need to be interrupted. He'll place a debuff on a random raid member called Lightning Prison, which stuns the player and anyone within 7 yards. Stay at least 8 yards or so apart and have healers cleanse the debuff as fast as possible. While killing Regail, Asani and Koalan will still be active. One tank should hold Regail and Asani, and the other holds Koalan by himself. Asani will cast water bolts, which can be interrupted. Do not move a DPS off Regail to interrupt. Asani's tank can interrupt if possible, otherwise ignore it while Regail is alive. Asani will also cast Cleansing Waters. This will summon a globe of water above one of the bosses. When it reaches the ground, it will heal any boss under it. The Regail Asani tank must move his bosses away if the water spawns above them. Koalan's tank can move him away, but it isn't important as the living bosses heal to full when one is killed. Speaking of Koalan, he'll be casting Touch of Sha. It's a dot that cannot be dispelled. Once Regail dies, DPS moves on to Asani. Koalan will gain the new ability Defiled Ground. He drops purple void zones under his tank that remains on the ground until he dies. Koalan's tank needs to move him farther back from the raid and slowly kite him out of the defiled ground while the raid works on Asani. Koalan will still place Touch of Sha on any raid members who don't already have it. Now that the raid is on Asani, interrupting his water bolt becomes a thing. Still be spread out about 8 yards, Lightning Prison is gone, but water bolts that are not interrupted have splash damage. Asani's new ability is Corrupted Water. He'll summon a large water globe in the center of the room. The globe increases his melee and casting speed by 50%. All DPS must switch to the globe and burn it down quickly. Anyone standing within 15 yards of the globe when it dies gain a huge haste buff, so stack loosely in the yellow center circle when the globe spawns, then kill it and receive the delicious buff. Interrupt bolts and kill globes till Asani is dead. Now it's just you and Koalan, and 9 other people. This is a burn phase. Koalan will continue to drop his void zones, and the entire raid will have the Touch of Sha debuff. Koalan's new ability is Expel Corruption. He'll drop a large wind zone on the ground surrounding him, which deals massive damage to anyone standing inside it. This is instant death. 5 seconds before the corruption drops, all melee must run at least 30 yards away from the boss. Range should always keep at max range. The wind zones will stay the entire rest of the fight, which creates a softened rage timer based on space. Tank Koalan as close to the last wind zone as you can, to use as little space as possible. He will still need to be moved out of his void zones, but keep him as close to the wind zone as you can, just out of the purple. It's a tight squeeze. Avoid terrible floor things and heal through the large raid damage. Use DPS cooldowns and burn as quickly as you can. It's not difficult, it's a race. A race with awesome 503 loot at the end. Thanks for watching my video. I'll get a regular Protectors video up pretty soon. My name is Kai, and happy bonus rolling and getting free awesome loot.